This learning is Le'ili Nishmas Bruria Bas Hananya, Sheviis, Perek Mishna. The halacha is that as long as there's produce that's available for the animals in the field, a person is allowed to keep it in their house. And our Mishnah teaches, Eichlin ala mufkar of a ala shamar. A person is allowed to keep the produce in their house as long as there's produce available in the field in areas that are hefker. However, not if there's produce in the field in areas that are being protected, meaning in someone's private property. The Mishnah presents an opinion that argues with this. Rabbi Yesi matir afala shamar. Rabbi Yesi permits a person to keep the produce in their house as long as there's any produce available in the fields, even if it's in a field that's protected, even if it's in a private field. The Mishnah continues, Eichlin ala tfichin. A person is allowed to keep produce in their home as long as it's being used by birds in their nesting pots. They had these pots that birds would use to keep the grains and other things in, and as long as it's available there in those pots, a person could still keep it in their home. Va'ala dufra, and also a person is allowed to keep produce in their home from a tree that grows 2 crops in a season. So if a person has it from the first crop, and there's no longer anything left in the field from the first crop, however, there is from the second crop. So since it's both in the same year, a person could keep it in their home even if it's from the first crop. However, when it comes to grapes, if the only grapes that are available in the field are those that grow in the winter and are only picked in the 8th year, so even though really there are grapes in the field that are available for animals, but since they're only picked in the 8th year, so they're not seen as grapes of the 7th year, and once all the other grapes are no longer in the field, even if these grapes are in the field, a person can no longer keep it in their house and they have to do beer. The Mishnah presents an opinion that argues on part of this. Rabbi Yehuda matir kolzman shebikru acha leyichle hakayetz. Rabbi Yehuda permits a person to keep grapes in their house even if the only grapes that are available are winter grapes, as long as those winter grapes ripened before the end of the summer.